I grew up without boundaries. I grew up in orphanages. I lived, as a teenager, I lived in St. John's Boys Home in Rockaway Park. You saw pictures in the old days of the food lines and the bread lines and stuff. You know, that's kind of how it looked, but even more, you know, prison-like. You know, there's a lot of, you know, just a lot of bad energy, a lot of fighting. A friend of mine called it the crab basket theory. That, you know, crabs, if you have them all in a basket and one starts to try to climb out, the other crabs will pull them and pull them down and keep them from climbing out. You know, and that's what we do. You know, we destroy ourselves that way. When I lived in Little Flower, I was probably about 8 or 9. And for about a year there, me and this other kid used to run away from Little Flower. And right next to Little Flower is this place called Cliff Road. And Cliff Road, some of the most wealthy people in Long Island, that's their homes. This is gonna sound pretty weird. None of them would be there during the day. And so what we would do is we would go in their homes during the day, watch television like we were normal kids, and eat and act like this is our home, and just kind of walk around and be at home. That was my favorite, you know, my favorite time, I think. And being a black man, we are subject to everyone's scrutiny. A black male is always supposed to be a deviant. Like if we work in a store, that if there's money left out, that we're gonna steal it. And people are always, it's one thing I've always had people do to me, and it's always driven me nuts. They always play that test game. They play this test game where they'll either leave money or they'll accidentally give you too much money, or and I've had people, they do it to us a lot. The Chinese have this concept that they believe, and it sounds pretty logical, that, you know, our lives are filled with 10,000 things. And that's from getting up and making breakfast in the morning, to listening to music at night, to whatever you do. And when someone comes along and tries to take one of those 10,000 things, that's when we have problems. The thing as a homeless person, the thing that you always remember is the person that was there with you face to face. I've never seen them walking down the street in Manhattan, you know, raising their kids. I've never seen them in the thick of nothing. So to me, it's just, you know, I mean, these people don't really know how any of us live. No, I hate New York. I have to admit. But the longer I stayed here, the more I realized it would be really good if I would build up some kind of you know, some kind of stability. Because I constantly get caught between wanting to just walk away from this and go back to, you know, the responsibility of the streets, you know, not having to think about this crap, washing dishes daily and all that kind of crap, you know. But, you know, you need it. You have to. You can't grow old living in the streets.